Mr. Smooth, John Morra, versus Sky, Moscone Cup MVP, Woodward. That's the action for today. Sure, you're funny. All right, let's watch this break. Remember, it is take what you make. So if you make stripes, you have stripes. If you make a stripe and a solid, you obviously will have choice. They're not playing all ball fouls, and the 8-ball is not neutral. So until you can't start the combo with the 8-ball, I mean, you know, in the beginning. Dustin White, that's a bold statement. He said Sky by 5s. That sounds like some action. Right. Okay, this is the first game. Joseph Frenix at 15-12 Scott. John Morra looking at a relatively open table here. The one ball he does have to control is that 15, since it is on the rail. And I think he's about to be perfect. No, he's tree-top. Couldn't see over him, but I still think he shoots the 15, whether he's elevated or not. That'll get it. Key ball is probably the 10 ball in the side. Appreciate you, NJ Pool player. Thank you. So John wants an angle to play the 10 in the side so he can shoot the 8-ball in the same corner as the 14. I mean, my skill level is nowhere near his, but I think that's the easiest route. And here we go. The only problem here is if he gets a little bit above it, he doesn't want to be a severe cut angle. So he'll cheat the pocket a little bit, slide over by the 3. Use the 7 to stay out of the pocket, and he should be up 1-0. John Morra draws first blood. He's 1-0. John Morra breaks dry and brings Sky Woodward to the table. Jonathan Hasty, you sound like me. All right, Brett Harlan tuning in. Katy, Texas. All right, this is one of Sky Woodward's best games, this bar box. Um, it's not his first barbecue. I think he's sitting here trying to figure out, make sure he stays on the right side of these balls. But he's going to need to attack that one soon. Jim Case, that's exactly right. Omar's break from yesterday was ridiculous. Sky Woodward representing Team Brutal Gear. Hillbilly Brian and his crew. And John Morra represent my man, the two Damians, Panic and Alishon. Jam up, baby. Yes, Morra does break right-handed, and he plays left-handed. You are correct. Sorry about that. The score is 1-0. Thanks for the reminder. Skyler, we're looking to get on the board with this 8-ball. And that's a clean shot. Very demanding shot. Fires it right in. Yeah, I'm on it. I'll fix this graphic in a minute, you guys. Let's find out what's going on here. There we go. I got it. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for the heads up on the brackets. We are now correct. The score is 1-1. Thank you, guys. You guys are all welcome. Yeah, this is a tough rack. Okay, John Morra has his work cut out for him right now. And this is what the problem is about 8-ball. You have to solve so many puzzles. You have to be precise with your cue ball. You cannot be loose. Any mistake you made will be magnified because you missed that problem ball and you're done. You're welcome, Andy. Rodney Coad, I could defend myself. If you're asking what kind of pool player I am, I could defend myself for sure. All my buddies were high-level players. I was probably a low A at my best. So here you go. He has to make sure that he keeps himself on the right side of the balls. we go. All right, and John Morra, 3 balls away from making this a 2-1 game. Quality shot there. Um, you know, this is why I don't like recommending anything, because I don't know what Pool Center is doing. I know they're supposed to be updating the scores, or somebody on the app or something, but nothing's. I think they're doing it, but I'm not sure. So, and just like that, you go from an easy out to trouble. And that's the problem on the bar box. You have to be diligent. And so, you know, for people who say things are easy and I could be out here and you could get out, that's what happens. Yes, Ben, all good, my brother. So right here, the danger with this shot, John Morra takes a one pocket players would take a 2-rail kick. If John goes straight at this ball, he might. If he comes under it, he can scratch in the corner. The good thing that's going to happen, if he catches the top side of the 5-ball, he can get safe if he plays it with slow speed. But if he plays it with slow speed, he might get stuck behind the 9-15. You see what I'm saying? There you go. He played it the pro way. I think he got the most mileage out of that he could. But Skyler gave the hand wave. The 15 doesn't pass the 9. He has to work this out. Now, the good thing for Sky is that he has all the soldiers on the field. He can duck if he wanted to. I hardly see people duck playing bar box, but Sky has the advantage here for sure. I think he's looking at, well, I don't know if the 13 fits. Oh, look at that shot. How'd he hit it? And again, John Morra has to come to the table, you know, shooting for his life right here. Yeah, we're good. Sound's up. If your sound's not working, that is on you. And here we go once again. John trying to escape. What a good control kick that was, but you know, Sky can really put the screws to him here if he wanted to. He can thin off the 11, put him behind the 9-15 to get ball in hand. He can shoot the 11 in the side and play a 2-way shot. And, you know, that was the move right there. John's going to have to kick again. Now, to his credit, he has been making legal contact and not really leaving Sky the door open, but this is not where you want to be in 8-ball. So for our lower skilled players, you know, when you're shooting those balls, you have to make sure you're out, because every ball you take off the table leaves your opponent with more ways to defend. And There we go. And that's what happens. You know, it's like making a hard shot after hard shot after hard shot. You're going to miss one of those. So to John Morra's credit, it was a good attempt. But, yeah, ball in hand for Sky, and now he should be out here. Yeah, exactly. Because that 9-15 did not go. And Sky did three things at once. He played safe, pocketed the ball, and took out the problem balls. Jonathan Hasty, yes, this is ball in hand. Smooth execution there by Sky. And this is preference. If he wants, he just draws back and plays the 8 in the side. There you go. Scott Woodward takes that down. Moves ahead 2-1. Having fun. This is a race to 15. Sky Woodward versus John Morra. All right, and let's watch Sky's break. Wants to make sure you do not want to break dry. That's a good one. And that last ball moving, almost got him to 1 ball. That's a ball he's going to have to take care of pretty quickly. And the 3 is shaded by the 9 and the 13, so he has his work cut out for him. This is the part of the game that I think is underrated. They have to really analyze these racks to make sure that you don't end up shooting yourself in the foot, putting yourself in a bad position where you can't run out. He wishes that cue ball was a shade over. He could just play the 1 in the corner. Philip Alexander said he's out. Okay. Oh, I see the problem. He made 2 of each, so he's choosing. That's a smart play. Now, if he does opt to play the 12 off the 8, he has to know where that 8 ball is going, because it could ticky in off the 3 or end up somewhere where he blocks himself. So this is very strategic here. That's a good one. All right, here we go. He's chosen stripes. According to his plan, he's going to play the 12 off the 8. I don't think he has to now, but he still might. But he might be pushing that 8 where he doesn't want it to go. Yeah, that's why he's taking his time, because this is dangerous position here. You see, that's the inherent danger of that. They say don't bump balls unless you have to. Sky definitely knew what he was doing there, but got a little unfortunate. If you don't have to bump them, don't bump them. But if you do bump them, you need to know exactly where they're going. And I think the people who really do that best are straight pool players. They bump balls all the time, you know, like John Schmidt. Big shout out to John Schmidt too, man, doing big things. Ran a 490, incredible. Hey, Joshua Hornbeck, what's going on, my man? And Edward, yeah, I understand that he didn't want to block that bottom pocket, but you know, with that many balls there and that angle, that carom angle from the 3, it was there, and I know Sky saw it. So, you know, maybe just a little slip and error on the speed. but he definitely knew about it. If I get a chance, I'll ask him. And that's the problem. Break and dry. You just give your opponent a chance to get up there and get out. All right, the balls are in the open. Mr. Bluegrass looking to get out here. I can't say the last part. You guys know what it is. It's Mr. Bluegrass. Bad. Shut your mouth. Okay. 12 in the side. The rest of the balls are open. I think he'll take care of that 14 soon. So now that the other balls are on just one part of the table, it's just a point of keeping this cue ball clean. You like that, huh, Deb? All right. So here I think this guy's just going to play the 9, play the 13, and probably play the 13 in the same opposite pocket if he chooses to. It's all about choice here. And there you go, a little one pocket. This guy decided to let that stroke out. And there you go. That's what I like to see. A little back and forth, because we're all rooting for good pool here. My man Mike, that's my brother, man. I'm telling you, pool will bring you strange places in your life if you let it. I think the world could take a page out of pool, because it doesn't matter where you're from, who you are, how you put your clothes on. You know, if you play good pool, you have love and there's respect. So maybe the world can learn something from that. Okay, Sky Woodward, chance to attack here. If he does shoot the 14 inside, he knows he's going to bump that 15. Or he can slide off it a little bit. He needs to get rid of the 12 ball. There you go. Now, prime example of bumping balls. He knew he was going to run into the 15, but he played it on the right-hand side, so he got the cue ball to get loose. And now his only other problem is going to be that 10 ball. I'd like to see how he solves that puzzle. And here you go. He's on it. Once again, he's going to have to let the cue ball loose a little bit here. He can play the 9 in the opposite pocket on the 8, but the 8 is blocked by the 7. Well, we're going to get to see what he's thinking here, but if there's no pocket straight in front of the 8, he's going to have to do something, because the 1 ball is blocking the other pocket too. So let's see what Sky chooses to do here. Okay, one part of the puzzle. Alt. Oh, beautiful. So now he goes 2 rails and shoots the opposite, but that's a good shot. Great pattern by Sky. Yeah, Brett, that was beautiful, right? What a good shot to get on the 8 ball. I mean, he's not in prime position right here, but the good thing is that he can't scratch unless he goes off the long rail and off the 7. He'd be really unlucky if that happened. Smart shot by Sky. That's a good shot. I hope you guys learned something there. All right, Sky Woodward, 4-3. And check this out. Right now, let's think ahead. So if John Morra gets his United States citizenship, because he's living in Texas now, right? That means that Sky and John Morra could be on the same Moscone Cup team. What do you guys think about that? Let's watch this break. So he's jumping it in the air to get that ball out of the path, so he's good. And, I don't want to get out of line here, but I think he's going to take solids simply because the 9-13 is tied up. He has work to do to get on that 4-ball, though. No? Wow. He's going to shoot the carom. Either way, this is interesting right here. Matt Williams said Morra isn't on Sky's level. So you don't think that John Morra can play? That's kind of interesting to me. I'd like to know why. All good. Mario Gray, Corey Deuel ran 9 last year. So he's playing the Cameron, playing at 13. Good shot above the 10. What a shot there by Sky. That was pure position here. He has a bailout ball. He gets above the 9, he's good. He gets in the middle, he can shoot the 12 if he doesn't get there. So if he just has to watch out for bumping his 5. That was a great shot. And there you go. Best of both worlds. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what John Morra you guys talking about, but the John Morra who came second in the China Open to Albin Ocean, I think the guy can play a little bit. Super Billiards Expo champion. And I'm just saying, either way, it would be good for the United States if John Morra was available. Because we know Sky's there, MVP, that has raised Sky. Saved America. Kids love him. Grown people respect him, and he's doing his thing. So, all right now. Nice out. Nice out. And people are applauding quality pool here. Okay, so he has high balls. So here goes, I call it an APA shot. I don't know if he has enough, but can he shoot the 11 and follow the 3? There he goes. A little bit of draw to put some follow on the 11. He should be off the business. Beautiful shot. He made it look easy, but he had to hit that ball good. 13 passes to 5. The only real problem I see if there's a straight ball, I think he has to get rid of the 9 first so that he'd have 2 pockets to shoot the 15. I'm interested to find out what he's going to do. Thanks, Bill. Hey, Jeff Sullivan, what's going on? That's another thing. I have nothing but love for people who do what I do. So when you guys get a chance, check out that Clash of the Titans with Jeff Sullivan and Elena. I think that's correct. Running Sully Vision, doing a great job. Everybody that's doing a great job to promote pool. I think pool's on the upswing. I think we should keep it like that. So support those who support you, because streaming is a difficult job and sometimes pretty thankless. So this will be a good one. I would think he's shooting to get shape on the 13. Ho, 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 ho. He almost got in that window. Now second chance. The thing is, I think that 7 is in the way. He's gonna have to tighten it up. So maybe he shoots the 13. Now, even if he bumped to 8, I don't think it would help him. If he gets the cue ball all the way down here, he'll have a shot on the 15. Maybe he's thinking of playing safety. Here you go. Now, from my lessons in pool, I think, well, the tangent line is above the 8, right? If he hits this with a little juice, he can come right between that 8 and the 2 and bump it. He'd have to hit it perfect, but I think he can do it. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought definitely he was breaking the 8 ball out. We're going to find out here. He might just be leaving the bank. Get the cash, Ra Hannah. Get the cash, Ra Hannah. You know, I laugh at people. Ra can't commentate, blah, blah, blah. You guys make me laugh. That was a fantastic shot. Thank you to Sal Butera for that tangent line lesson. Incredible. Sky Woodward making moves. That was so sick. How sick was that, guys? Come on. Come on. Incredible. Sorry about that. Kenneth Patterson, slow down, buddy. Thank you. You know, it's a one-man show here. Sometime I forget. Thank you for the reminders. No, Steve, it's not a link. You have to go there physically yourself. No link. Thank you, guys. You know what it is? I think on social media, because we can't hear each other speak, you guys are probably just telling me, hey, Rod, the ad's still up. But it reads like, hey, dummy, the ad's still up. Can you move it? I paid good money to see the show. You guys are all good, man. And Sky Woodward putting on the exhibition, continuing his run of stellar play. It's all right, Richard. It's all good. Bo is, you know, he's not here. He's working, doing his thing. Corey Deuel up 7-2 over Dennis Hatch. And Efren Reyes up 5-3 over Marcus Allman. I try, you guys. I do have the scores available for me now, so whenever you guys need updates, just let me know and I'll handle it for you. I know, Tim, right? Somebody did say Sky by 5, and we were like, no. He might prove us wrong. But Mr. Smooth at the table. Trevor Watson, that is correct. Unless somebody takes their cell phone out and streams. Or maybe Marty Herman will be here streaming. Thank you, Cole Brock. Appreciate that, man. We try to just, you know, just try to keep it friendly. A little education and a little bit of a show. John Morra has to figure this puzzle out. He has lots of traps here. He has to get on his 7 ball really good. And the 8, maybe if he has a chance, he can clear one of those stripes away from the 8 because, well, he'll have a tight pocket down here by the 2-5, but he'd have to get perfect on that ball. Kelly, I have the bracket. I'd have to take a look. If you give me a second, I can find it. That's right, Daryl. A little bit. It's the BK. It's the BK shaft. I'm going to have to fix that. It's the BK Rush. It's not a Revo. Sorry. I'm Joey Russell, man. You know, I don't even know, man. I'm just going to leave it alone. Maybe he just doesn't like guys with suits or something. BK Rush. Thank you, Mike Littman, with the assist. I agree, Joshua Stonecipher. He has to get out here or that train's going to keep coming down the track. It's a type of win, though, that when if you do get out, you put yourself back in control. So if He gets it. That's where he's looking to be on a 3, right? So he can shoot a little stop shot in the corner. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly, one of my U.S. Open buddies, man. Her and Don, awesome, awesome people. She has a little fire like me. Okay, and here we go. Nice little, or maybe he rolls forward a half an inch, or he just kills it. What a great shot that was. There you go. That's how you solve the puzzle. Big Pimpin' Chris McCreary. All right. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, Kelly. John, score. Sorry about that. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you. It is double elimination. Take what you make, 8-ball. Joshua, I will check. I'm here with you guys right now. I just post the links, man, and I after I crash out at night, I do the other busy work. But I will check for you, my brother, to make sure that your donation has been received. Thank you very much. He cheated that pocket. Well, I can't even finish my explanation, but he cheated the pocket to get that angle on the 4 because that 8-ball's not going to go. Now, the other part of this puzzle is going to be that 1-ball. Sean Lynon, thank you, my brother. My man, I don't see you enough, man, but you're a good dude. I appreciate you. I love you guys, man. You're hilarious. All right, going straight forward to move that 13 off the 8. Uh-huh. There you go. He opened up the pocket. He gave himself a chance, but that 1-ball is still in a very precarious position. I know, Glenn AC, right? It's take what you make, and these guys are still running out. I mean, we sit there and we try to conjure up rules to make the game harder for these guys, and these guys are on a level that it's really starting not to matter. I think what they really have to do is do like what Nathan Mullen and Raj Hundal and them guys are doing with that Premier Billiard League, and just make your own games up and make them as hard as possible. Like I said, I think pool is on the uprise, and I'm very happy to be on that train. And it's all due to you guys, so thank you guys. There you go, double the trouble. That's ooh. Now, yes. Now, an uneducated person who was watching pool would be like, well, he got lucky and bumped the ball, but he purposefully went after that ball, and he got a good roll. Because it could have ended up bad for him right there. There you go. He doesn't want to be tree-topped by the 10. He's all right. John Morra mounting a comeback here. All right. 7-4. What a great match we are watching. And thank you guys for reminding me if I leave the ad on the screen or when the score is behind. I really appreciate that. I don't get mad. If anything's wrong, just let me know. I'll give you some more updates. Omar Al-Shaheen and Tyler Steyer tied at 5-5. Scott Tollefson up 4-2 over James Aranis. Jason Klatt 5-4 over Billy the Torpedo. Shane Van Boning and Gene Albright. Shane at 10. Gene has 3. Vince Chambers moves ahead 5-2 over Jay Johnson. Dennis Hatch and Corey Deuel still at 7-2. Efren Reyes on the move. 7-4 over Marcus Alman. Wow, somebody's in my area said, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers, putting suckers in fears. Rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom. Explosion. Mark Delisles. This is a winner side match, a side match. That's right, Zach Olander. He sure did. He put a stack on himself. Tolson's score is 4-2 over James Aranis. There we go. Solid falls. 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 2. He has choice. He had made a solid and a stripe. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. I'm correct. So this is a good opportunity here. The balls are laying good. I don't know. Do you go solids here because they're right in front of the hole? SVB is up 10-3 over Gene Albright. What's up, pork chop? All right, John Morra making his decision here. I think he's going to go for the solids. This is choice here. I think he plays the 5 to play the 7 in the side, and maybe he swings the 5 and shoots the 6 in the same corner as the 5. Not sure. He didn't make any stripes. 2-4. Thanks, guys. I couldn't see. Thank you. I know. Yeah, John Morra is very tactical. That's true. And I think Sky is the more fluid 8-ball player, simply because, you know, that's one of his best games, and he grew up playing a game. He plays that game at a very high level. But sometimes the grind of being tactical and having to think about everything all the time, I think it wears you out. Any players in the chat room respond. I think when you have to utilize a lot of mental force, it gets you tired. And if you just get up there and fire away, sometimes you get out. Here we go. So it's looking from here, unless he decides to really let it short out, looking 2 in the corner, 3 in the side, 8 in the side? Or is he going to come 2 rails and play 3 in the corner as the same 2? Let's see. There we go. Yeah, this is 860. I agree, Glenn AC. Just let him play the game. Totally agree. Mr. Smooth, getting it done. Sit back, relax. We got action. 7-5, staying alive like John Travolta. I used to read Word Up magazine. He put a little more on that break, and I don't think he's going to get rewarded. And here comes Sky back to the table. I think that it's the combination. I think it's the speed. I don't think you really powered this a lot. I mean, Sky does jump his cue ball to get it out of the way of the balls going around. And I think Mr. Morra is doing more of a controlled break. But he's going to have to find that happy medium because he's on a good roll, and he has to turn the table over. Bill Denham, are you talking to me? we go. Long shot on the one in the corner. Just has to fade the 9, and he should be in good shape. Boom. Now he just has to keep the car on the right path here. Thank you very much. Thank you. They help me out at the break room here. They make sure I have water and everything. Bill Denham, my name is RAHANNA, but if you're looking for the PayPal, it's otwpromos@gmail.com. There you go. You guys are crazy. Yeah, Romeo, this is a good match. I mean, you can't let the tiger out the cage because it's the same adage that styles make fights in boxing, right? That's exactly what pool is. And if we really emphasize that more, I think we get more viewership. Because if you look at this, okay, so how would we put this? So if John Morra is a Rolex, right? John Morra is a Rolex. What type of a watch is Sky? What type of watch would Sky represent? Would it be a Tag Heuer because it's more action adventure? You know what I mean? Or if John Morra is an Omega, like a James Bond watch, what would Sky be? Oh, Chris McCreary. That movie's called Nowhere to Hide. It was formerly called Inclusion Criteria. Chris loved that. You ain't right, man. You said a Casio. Oh, Breitling. That's a good one. Patek Philippe. That's another good watch. And the Sky is just on it. I mean, he didn't really have any problems on that, but you can see his confidence. He just wants to get to the table. Invictus. I have one of those. That's a good watch. Yeah, his break is putting him in trouble. I love the chat room. Invictus, you mean Invicta? What are you talking about, Willis? Wow. And so here it is. This is the type of match we got the ebb, we got the back and forth, and John Morra with a chance here. Now, the table is open, right? But that 4-ball is in jail. I think John, maybe the 2-ball will let him see the angle for the breakout, but I'm very interested to see how this pattern works out because you can get in trouble. Cluster of balls, you really have to have a good plan. And see right there, he's a little bit of no man's land here. And if he plays this combination, he's going to have to hit this with good speed so that the 3 doesn't kill him. Or he can roll down or draw back 4 to 5 as an emergency key ball. Good shot. Now still, right here, how are you going to get on this 4-ball? You need to solve this soon. And I don't know if he's looking at it. Sean, a cuckoo clock. Now, is he going to go after this right now? This is rough. This is rough action right here. He has to get on that. Yes. I'm glad he's come over here and take a look. He has to get on this 4-ball now. I don't know if you go super aggressive now. And yeah, the only thing would be saving grace is that the 7 is by the pocket. 7-foot grandfather. You guys are hilarious, man. All right, here we go. Mr. Smooth. And look at that. That's a beautiful shot. What a shot by John Morra. If the 4 passes the 1, this is ABC. Or he can play the 4 in the side. If he doesn't have the angle, he can use the 15 to help him. He has a bunch of options here. I know, right, Joshua? It's a choice. That's what I like about 8-ball because no patterns are the same. You know what I mean? Each game is super, super, super different. I mean, 10-ball is too. You don't get the same patterns, but 8-ball in particular because of the amount of balls and congestion. Nice shot by John. And once again, so if he pops the 7 in, right, and he's looking to play that 1 in the corner, I think maybe he's thinking the 1's going to be his key ball to get on the 8 ball. So now if he gets back to the 5, he's going to have to play, he's going to have to play a good shot. And if he does go forward here 3 rails, like he's alluding to, he's got to make sure he don't scratch in the side off the 9. How'd he hit it? Watch out. Woof. That was beautiful. Beautiful shot. If your screen is blurry, you're going to just refresh. That'll probably help because I have full internet here. I'm good. So we're locked in here at a 720. I think, hold on, let me get a better look. He's got to let a little bit of air out here on the 1 ball and pop off the long rail to get a shot on the 8 because this is not where you want to falter. So I don't think he has enough to fully draw this ball to get a good shot on the 8. Yeah, he's in a little trouble right here. He's going to have to pound this out. Put a little pepper on here. Oh, no, he didn't. That's no bueno. You have to jump. You can't, there's no jump cues, but you can jump with your break cue. So there's no jump cues, but you can jump with your playing cue, with your break cue. There we go. So there's no answer to that right now because ball in hand for Mr. Woodward. The only saving grace is, well, he has ball in hand. 15's a little shadowed by the 8. You're welcome, Kathy Woodward. No problem. Yeah, I agree, Brandon, right? You try to get close to your work here, and then you end up with no shot. I think sometimes you have to decide to just, settle. Raymond Linares. You a fool, man. He jumped his wallet. Oh, man. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I love it. I love the humor, man. You guys kill me. And then whatever cue that is he's breaking with, it has a Purple Heart shaft. Well, I'm looking at the same feed as you guys, and I'm good. My picture is good. So just so you know, I watch the actual stream feed to make sure there's no mistakes. And here we go. And Sky's just, he smells the finish line. He just get down there and just pops them in. How you doing, Paul? That's so Steve, there's no buzz today. That's outside. The buzz the other day was from my mic mute box, and I don't have it on today, so that's not me. That's out there. It's a fridge or something. Anyway, 9-5, staying alive. Tyler Steyer is up 7-5 over Omar Al-Shaheen. Scott Tollefson up 5-3 over James Aranis. Jason Klatt and Billy Thorpe all tied at 6. Shane Van Boning up 10-5 over Gene Albright. Vince Chambers 6-3 over Jay Johnson. Efren Reyes 9-6 over Marcus Allman. All right, it's the Bluegrass Bad Shut Your Mouth. Checking out the solids. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Well, he actually has choice, right? 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so he's going solids. Key ball, 6 ball. Colin Hall, we are live from Duluth, Minnesota. Billy Severia, what's going on, bro? I know, yeah. That's right. I try to tell him, Mr. Smooth has skills here. It is Sky's game. Oh, Deb, you didn't have to do that, Deb. Thank you, Mama. Thank you. Oh, boy. He used the whole pocket on that one. Oh. So Sky's nickname is the Bluegrass Bad, you know what? So I call him the Bluegrass Bad Shut Your Mouth. Hey, Sean, man, you killing my action over here, guy. You funny. Oh, man. So he just, once again, tangent line city here on the 1 to the 8, making sure that his line is clean. Oh, thank you, Dad. Thank you. Raymond Linares, my man, we got to hang out, get all my references. You guys rock, man. Aaron King, otwpromos@gmail.com. It's pinned to the top of the comment box. otwpromos@gmail.com. Thank you. Yeah, it's a difference. You can see he's just comfortable at this game. You know, he's comfortable at this game. He knows this game. And Bluegrass 10-5. Staying alive like Travolta. Sky Woodward and John Morra and Shane and Corey and Billy Thorpe. You got to build some personalities, man. You know, back in the days, they had Earl and the Black Widow. We need our Earl and our Black Widow. Bluegrass, bad, money. Cool. Yeah, we still do the DigiQ Blues. I was going to put that up on the donation list. I just didn't know if there would be that much interest. Yeah, it is, man. Oh, straightshootergear.com. Yes, I did. Thaddeus Jonah, breakdancing is in the Olympics. That's a fact. Thanks, Glenn AC. But it's true. Cornhole's on ESPN. We got a problem. That's a fact. Oh, no. I think that's the first. Is that the first unforced error for Sky? Somebody help me out, because I don't think he's missed many balls. That might be the second ball or something. Mr. Murph. Yeah, we're going to make moves, Darren. I'm not playing around. I'm not going nowhere, and I'm not playing around. We're going to drag them kicking and streaming into the new millennium. We'll do it one step at a time. And right now, that's what John Morra is thinking. He says, man, I have an opportunity to get back at this table. I have to handle my business. Got to close escrow. You're welcome, Gary. Oh boy. Pop lock your way to go. That's hilarious. Okay, that's right. Yeah, only two unforced errors. Yeah, there you go, Michael. Good call, buddy. And that's what I think the power of the chat room is. I mean, we're going to be here, 7, 8 hours together, and I think people miss an opportunity because they don't communicate with the people that are your potential customers. So how can you know what the customer wants if you ignore them? Simple math. All right, Richard. John Morra looking to make quick work of this rack. So this looks like, so is this 6? If the 7 passes to 8, I think he plays the 7 now in the corner. Stop shot, shoots a 6 in the corner. Yeah, there we go. Little draw here. 1 tip. Nice. I hope he left himself enough of the rail, enough to slide over. I think he wanted to be a little higher. Now he's going to have to hit this with like 5 o'clock. A little inside juice. Slide on out. You got to be careful of the 8 and don't skid. You have to hit this smooth, Mr. Smooth. Look at that, man. Total confidence. This guy is just never ceases to amaze me. He puts himself in a little bit of trouble here. I don't think he's as comfortable as he wants to be, but from somebody switching from right hand to left-handed, we have no room to say nothing but bravo. Joshua Coyle, straightshootergear.com. Another quality out by John Morra. All right, 10-6. So here we go. Updates from around the room, guys. Tyler Steyer up 8-6 over Omar Al-Shaheen. Scott Tollefson 6-3 over James Aranis. Thorpe and Klatt tied at 7 apiece. Shane Van Boning 12-5 over Gene Albrecht. Vince Chambers 7-3 over Jay Johnson. And Efren Reyes 10-7. Marcus Allman making a comeback here. It was Sean Lynan, you cracking me up. You want to go on the road? Want to make the new Beastie Boys or something? All right, John Morra is handling his business. Here we go. You have to, how many dry breaks do you do before you switch up? Chat room. How many times do you break dry before you change it up? Yes, we do, Chad Larson. It was medically inclined. That was a cleaner break. He got a little pop on the cue ball. Now the only problem is if the high ball falls, okay, there you go. Now he bailed himself out a little bit here. If the 10 ball goes, he should be in good stead, but the 12 is shaded by the 7 ball. If he took, low balls, the 7 is shaded by the 12 ball. So I'm interested to see what choice he's going to make. I think, I'm no champion, but I think you go high balls here. I think there's a better chance of you freeing the 12. Originally, Tim, or now? Southwest, you a fool. You a fool for that. Okay. Mr. Smooth, are you going to? Oh, boy. I like it. Because if he does make the 9, he back cuts the 9, he has a shot on the 12. Well, see, it's there we go. He knew he had sort of a free shot there because the 7 blocked the 12. If he would have made that ball, then he would have had the 12. But still, this is going to be a very interesting rack. Originally, I'm from the East Coast. Grew up in Patterson. Went to school in Passaic. East Coast. Okay, Tyler Steyer, 9-6 over Omar Al-Shaheen. Scott Tollefson, 6-3 over James Aranis. 7-7 Thorpe and Klatt. Shane up 13-5 over Gene Albright. Vince Chambers, 8-3 over Jay Johnson. Efren Reyes, 10-7 Marcos Allman. And I see Dennis Hatch on the side. I don't know if did he win or not. Joshua Johnson, no doubt, fam. Appreciate you. Okay, Sky. So, wow, check it. He might have the angle right here. He might be able to. Well, it's kind of dicey, but he might have the angle enough to. No, he doesn't. I think that angle will lead to him scratching in the side if he tries to break it up. James Slattery, I played at Clifton Billiards. That was my home for a long time. And see, the problem's still the same. So for me, you have to put a gun in my head for me to move that 12 ball. I'm going to leave it there all game. And I'm not particularly too keen on shooting any balls in the hole. I might even duck here. What would you guys do? Good 8-ball players in the chat room. What's the shot here? Oh, Hatch lost the corridor. Thank you. I knew there was a score missing. I couldn't see it. And here we go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right? Duck there and put your opponent in trouble. Yep. Yeah. So I'm glad we were all on the same mindset. I thought safety was the call. I mean, is he going to two-rail this ball towards the 12 here? Load this up. Side rail, long rail, right at the 12. Yeah, he was going for it. And now, once again, trouble in River City. He does have, wow. So he's going to back cut the 14 in the corner. The only problem is if he does miss and he leaves Sky a good angle on the 1, Sky can cut the 1 in the corner and break that 7 right out. Oh. So here we go. And now this is it. This is you know, this is like Danny DiLiberto. You got to shoot your wallet at this shot. So he has one shot and he has to get shape. So he can't baby this ball. Because if he does not make this bank, it's game over anyway. And if he does, he got to swing it. He's got to hit this. He's got to swing this ball. Or, you know, live to fight another day, thin the 15 and put him behind the 10-8. Let Sky do the heavy lifting. But I don't know. Let's see how his touch is feeling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, Jackson? You know, if he fires the bank, doesn't he have to put like let me see, that's what, 3 o'clock to get all the way back there for a shot on a 10-15? I mean, you can't just stay there. Yeah. Tough action. Yeah, I just you know, listen, whenever I'm playing, I only got one barrel anyway, so I'm looking to duck. I'm always looking to duck. I just feel like you can earn yourself another chance. And Sky is already, you know, I don't know if I would say Sky's a rhythm player. You guys might disagree, but he might be. But you don't want that guy getting out his chair. Look at him. He wants to shoot. He's hungry. He's like, okay, you know, I got tic-tac-toe right here. I'm going to close that scrub. Yeah. that's what I thought. I thought that the shape had to be inherently tough from where it was at. He had to avoid 3 balls to get there. Tom Smith, half the duck with no jump cue. I like that. And it's not like Sky's playing bad, looking to give you opportunities. You know what I mean? He putting the work in. All right. Let's see where we got here. Shane Van Boening 13-6 over Gene Albright. Vince Chambers 8-4 over Jay Johnson. And Efren Reyes 10-8 over Marcus Allman. Marcus Allman mounting a comeback here. And once again, dry as the Sahara Desert. That is not conducive to winning, I'm telling you. As soon as Efren is available, well, of course, we're going to put the most legendary player on the planet here. We just have to make sure, you know, everybody gets equal opportunity to play. But make no mistake, Efren will be on the live stream. Yeah, no, Billy and Glenn, no, I agree. Sometimes, you know, in boxing, you got to let your hands go. I agree with that. But isn't there something to say, you know, you live to fight another day? I mean, at this level, shouldn't you be able to execute, you know, a high caliber safety, especially without the jump cues? I feel like you have a little more leeway in playing a lockup safety. You know, so I know the adage, if the shot is as tough as the safety, you shoot the shot. I get it. But I just don't believe in giving a man extra ammo. Gary. Jay Diddy, did you hear the updates, brother? Oh. Oh. Thanks, Ash. I appreciate you. That's what's up, Billy. I agree. I hear you. It's like in one pocket. In the lead, you like a lamb. Behind, play like a lion. I get it. Okay, sorry, Jay Diddy. I got you, brother. So, Tyler Steyer, 10-6 over Omar Al-Shaheen. Scott Tollefson, 6-4 over James Aranis. Billy Thorpe and Jason Klatt, even at 8 apiece. Shane Van Boening on the hill, 6 over Gene Albright. Vince Chambers, 8-4 over Jay Johnson. Efren Reyes, 10-9 over Marcus Allman. Marcus Allman is mounting a comeback here. Yeah, of course, we'll get DD too. Yeah. We try to just put up the best match that's available at that time. But, you know, you're sure to see your favorites. Yes, RoboCop did play. I think it was last year. Or was that Alex? Oh, look at that shot. He almost got there. See, this is a problem. I think it's I don't want to say it's committing. Like, you have to, your commitment level has to be full to 100% when you're breaking these balls out. Because if you don't get it out, each time you shoot a ball in, your chances to break that ball out lessens. And right now, you don't want to shoot yourself into another hole. You guys are awesome, man. But you know, commentary, I leave that to the other guys. I'm trying to do something different, you know. Oh man, you see, I think, and I'm almost positive, you know, I think Sal Terrace said, you know, you have to let your stroke out on the bar box because if you're a competent player, you should be able to make balls from anywhere on here. It's not a 9-footer. And if you don't get there and you put yourself in trouble, you're still going to be in trouble. I know who said it. It's rest in peace to my man, Jerry Lynn. It was Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn told me that. He said, just get to the middle of the table, give yourself a shot. And if you keep, you know, making mistakes, it's going to pay. Like right now, not only does he have to kick this in the side, then he has to play the cue ball 2 rails to get a shot on the 8 in the corner. Or he's going to end up in a safety battle again. not. He hit it. He almost hit it good. John Knowles, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate anybody who rocks with me. Facts. You know, because if you wanted me to talk like this, and right now, Sky Woodward is approaching the table with a very difficult shot on the 10 ball. I think he's going to play a stop shot and put him behind the 8 ball. Would you look at that? Fantastic play from the young Sky Woodward. And right now, this is tic-tac-toe. You know what I mean? I can do that style, but I don't think that's conducive to listening to somebody for 8 to 10 hours. I just don't. No disrespect to anybody who does it. It's just not me. And back to business. All right. One rail here. His choice. If he now I think he plays the 12-11. Yeah, simply because it's on the rail. The hardest one to get shape, and now he's good. Just punch right off this rail and ABC ya. Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, Aaron, you definitely can't sell out on a bar box. That's problems. And just like that, Mr. Bluegrass handling his business. Boom. And John Morra gonna take him. Jason Clapp up 9-8 over Billy Thorpe. Vince Chambers up 8-5 over Jay Johnson. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate you. Exactly. Like, how are we going to move it? We don't have a product. Can't sell nothing. What are we going to sell? Nothing. Because we don't have nothing. Hatch just lost that match to Corey Dole. So he's on the one-loss side. Efren Reyes, 10-10 with Marcos Allman. Marcos Allman mounting a big comeback. He tied it up. James Aranis just moved up 7-6 over Scott Tolson. Rest of the scores are the same. I hear you, Jim. You know, but it's you know, but then if I get on, I'm just trying to do something different. That's all. I think if we qualify it as that, then you know, if I always say if you don't like it, you can do like Marty Herman and restream me and turn me off or whatever, you know. But we're not going to get there with a boring product. We just are not going to get there. And I'm sorry for anybody who feels like that, but we're not. And right there, that would be the third unforced error by Sky this set. Because now he's in no man's land, giving John Morra another chance at the table. And he's definitely lamenting his choice there. Cue ball got a little squirrely on him. That's right, Andy. Cue ball got a little squirrely on Sky, and now, you know, there's nowhere to hide. Even if he sticks him behind his own ball, he'd still be stuck. Sky's reluctantly going to shoot. Is he going to try to jump the 13 over the edge of the 15, or he's playing the 13-15 combo? Either way, I think he's shooting at the match right now. Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, a valiant effort being where he was, but he knew, you know, he got out of line a little bit, and that's all it takes in this game. And this is an opportunity that John Morra has to take advantage of. You know, Sky's not going to leave the door open for long, so you need to, you have to jump on it. Efren Reyes up 11-10 over Marcus Allman. Vince Chambers 9-5 over Jay Johnson. Jason Klatt 9-8 over Billy Thorpe. Tyler Steyer 12-6 over Omar Al-Shaheen. And Aranis 7-6 over Scott Tolson. Excuse me. And here we go. Pending something strange here, I think it's going to be 12-7. And really, you know, we always say pool is a game of inches and millimeters, right? Millimeter to the left or the right means you're hooked or you're not hooked. Can you get out from there or not? And I think that bar players inherently know that they put a little extra juice on so they don't get stuck behind balls or in no man's land. Jonathan, you talking about Billy Thorpe? I will, definitely. Yeah, Thomas. So you know, in this tournament, they're pretty much up and out. So when if I grab them while they're available, I definitely get them in the booth. I had Omar Al-Shaheen in the booth last night. I'll see if I get any of these players when they're done. I like that, Grant. That's a good call. Right, Roy? Exactly. It's tough, brother. Tough game here. And Mr. Smooth going to put another bead on the wire. All right, 12-7. It's not over, guys. Not over. Oh, thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. Frank Johnson, James Harris, right? He gets one to go. Now, that's the thing, too. I mean, the speed that he's hitting it at is conducive of him trying to get another shot. But you get a lot of clusters, you know, and then you have to work those out. 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 6, 2, 4. So he has stripes. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah. So the good thing about it is that I think that 9-ball goes. If he hits it clean, he should have a good shot here. Don't want to miss hit it and hit the 6 and scratch. Oh, man. And because I think that trepidation came because he knew if he came too much there, he was going to go in the drink. And now, not only did you give Sky a shot, you gave him a shot to break those balls out. If he can see the edge of that 3 to cut it in, he solves half the puzzle because the 2 and the 1 will get free. But if it's tight, he might catch the point. I think he shoots the 3 and goes for the breakout. That's how my man Billy Severio will shoot it. You see, though, that's what's the problem, though. That point was there. I think he feels like he should have made that ball. Yes, Dave. It's a race to 15 on both sides unless they change something. So I'm going to say yes. Efren Reyes and Marcos Allman all even at 11-11. Jason Klatt 10-8 over Billy Thorpe. And all the other scores are the same. Tyler Steyer 12-6 over Omar Al-Shaheen. Aranis 7-6 over Scott Tolson. And that's it. NJ Pool player, you are right about that. Wow, Johnny. That's gonna cost. That last miss must be still a little bit unsettling for him. It has to be in his brain right now. These rules are what the pros themselves chose. They made these rules themselves. Ricardo Martinez, no, they're not playing all ball fouls. So the rules are, if you move 2 balls, then it's a foul. No jump cues. Take what you make on the break. You can't rack the balls with all solids on one side or all stripes. And there was a couple of other things. And Efren is on the 1-loss side. Sky Woodward looking for shape on the 7 so he can roll down on that 3 ball. Yeah, that is. SVB won already. Evaristo, SVB won. And here we go. Perfect angle. The only danger would be, again, on the wrong side of the 10, but he's too smart for that. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You see that? He knew that he couldn't bump the 10 or get behind the 10. So, I mean, you know, he took his eye off it. He had the right shot. He was there. John Morra has to be feeling like he's reincarnated because he was on death row. Joseph, you crazy. Okay, we got action. James Aranis, 8-6 over Scott Tollefson. Klatt, 10-8 over Thorpe. Chambers, 10-5 over Johnson. Tyler Steyer, 12-7 over Omar Al-Shaheen. And Efren and Marcus Allman tied at 11-11. John almost put himself in trouble there. He got to put a full stroke on that ball. What's up, Troy T.O.B.? What's going on, my man? You know, I always appreciate you. I have a cough drop as usual. If John Morra does come back and defeat Sky Woodward, this rack will be the catalyst for that because, you know, that was a bunch of errors by both players, and John is very, very fortunate to be back at the table. And here we go. Not as clean as we like it, but we got action. 12-8, going to 15. He put a little more on that break, and he got rewarded with choice. He made one of each. And so I think he takes solids. I would take solids because I need ducks. I need sitting ducks, guys. Larry Merriman, how you doing, buddy? Okay, so I think you play the 7 here because the 7 is the only ball that's impeded. Doesn't have its own line to shoot it. The problem is he just has to get on the 1 ball. He gets on the 1 ball, it should be bye-bye. See you later. Sayonara. So here, I think he would have to get this is he needs to get on that 1 ball. So that's all he's thinking about. Now, if he does cut the 3 in the corner and comes off the long rail to attack the 1 ball, he has to make sure he gets out of that traffic. Don't want to trap yourself here, John. Top pick was Shane Van Boning. Chad Gridge, if you could just, well, I don't know. We're trying to keep that stuff off of Facebook for, you know, obvious reasons. You know what I mean? So if somebody wants to know that information, you know, let's just not put it in the chat. I'm going to hide those guys because, you know, Big Brother's always watching. You know what I mean? Yeah, the one can be his key ball. I like that, Bernie. That's a good call. But if he gets flat on it, he will be in trouble. Paul, you funny. That's right. Somebody did say that yesterday. Said he's gonna beat SVB, and tomorrow he's gonna lose. I like going back and forth on this shot. Yeah, that way you let your stroke out and give yourself a better percentage of pocketing the ball, getting shape. Dustin, you guys are funny, man. Okay, and John Morra is just not going away. 12-9, and I'll brush up on these scores for you guys. Tyler Steyer, 12-7 over Omar Al-Shaheen. James Aranis making a move, 9-6 over Scott Tolson. Jason Klatt, 11-3 over Billy Thorpe. Vince Chambers, 11-5 over Jay Johnson. And Efren Batares, 12-11 over Marcus Allman. That's right. Yeah, Jeremiah, did you hear me? Efren is up 12-11, buddy. Yo, yo, what up, what up? Shorty Spice, what up? Yeah, that's true, Manny. If he needs whatever he did that last break, he's going to need to do it again because I don't think I've seen Sky make that many errors in one rack for a long time. So you know he's not going to get up there and do it again. Especially with Ashley over there mean mugging him. And you know, it seemed like he hit that ball the same and nothing. He gets nothing. Okay, so right now, it's just the 11 and the 10. Now let's watch how Sky attacks this rack. He knows where the problem balls are, and that 15 can be a problem too, but he can solve that with the 12. But let's see how he attacks. Well, he says, you know what? Never mind that. I'm not going stripes. I'm going to go for the low balls. And here we go. All right, I think he's going to opt. Is he going to play the 5-3? I don't know if he has to, but he must think he has to because he's going to shoot it. Oh, that was a good shot. I didn't know it passed. Yes, you can break any way you want, I think. But I've seen them all breaking head balls, so I'm going to ask him. Cody Rosson, there's a tournament chart up. I really don't know that part of it. I don't get too much involved in that, but I'll try to find out for you. I'm sure the break room will probably have that information on their page. I don't have it at hand right now. That is correct. Jason Klatt score is 11-9. Tyler Steyer up 13-7 over Omar Al-Shaheen. James Aranis 10-6 over Scott Tolson. And Efren Reyes 13-11 over Marcus Allman. funny, man. I love it. I love it. The jokes was here. And Sky makes a move. Hey. What's up, my man, Ag? How you feeling, bro? Value your possessions, my man. And that was a killer break there by Sky. 2, 4, 5. Also, he has, as good as a break that was, he has stripes because it's take what you make. I did, Dave. I said, come on, Effie. We got to get you on the stream. You got to play. You're right, Colton. You're right. If he does, I mean, that guy called it. He said Sky by 5, but we're far from over here. Let's see if I have anything for you guys. Efren up 13-11 over Marcus Allman. Vince Chambers 12-5 over Jay Johnson. Jason Klatt 11-10 over Billy Thorpe, but I see Billy racking, so that's going to be 11-10. And Sky misses another ball and makes 3 balls. He made 3 balls on that shot. And John said, good shot. Thanks. And John has trouble at the table. Now John has to back cut the 3 to get there. We got tough action here. Manny Lugo, just go to, I don't do raffles, it's a donation, brother, but you'll be entered into it. So you can go to my page, OTW Promotions, on the Wire Creative Media, and I have the information there. But the only thing you do is if you just donate to me at otwpromos@gmail.com. otwpromos@gmail.com. It's the link is pinned to the top of the comments. otwpromos@gmail.com. Jackson Cook is take what you make. Remember that. Take what you make. So he made more stripes than he made solids. Boom, and just like that. You know, you leave the door open to your house, and you never know what's going to come in there. 13-10. Sky is probably thinking about, man, let me tighten up because I can't have John Morra knocking on my door. And these guys have to come with their A game. Anything else, get you broke. And now John has found the fountain of youth because he popped them balls open. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, yes. So the good thing is that John Morra does have a shot on the 1 ball because he has solids. But look how open and available the stripes were. He would just shoot the 11. The only ball, the problem is the 14. Maybe if he had stripes, he would shot the 14 first, make the 13, and he was out. So that's the danger of take what you make. Just doesn't want to, don't put yourself in trouble. And here you go. If that 6 ball is the only problem, I think the 3 is the key to the 8, but he might choose another pattern. Larry Merriman, I like that. And thank you guys for the kudos. I really I appreciate it, man. You know, it's hard to do what we do. It's really not, you know, all that monetary satisfying, but I believe the end justifies the means. So you're welcome, Christopher. Yeah, that's what I said. That's a good one. Shoot the 3 last, and you got a stop shot on the 8. This is the shot right here, because if you get out of line, you'll have to shoot the 3. good. That's good money right there. Well, James, I think 8 ball on the bar box, as it's called, just started in the bars. It's not big enough to put a 9-footer, so they put the small tables in. To tell the truth, that's where all the action used to happen. Was on the the 7-footers. That's where a lot of action still does happen, because I feel that everybody thinks that they have a chance on the smaller table, but I don't know about that. And here we go. And Mr. Smooth on the attack, Jack. 13-11, staying alive. Tyler Steyer, 13-8 over, well, I don't know, because it was 4, maybe they made a mistake. I see 13-8 now, don't quote me. James Aranis, 12-7 over Scott Tolson. He made a move. Klatt, 11-10 over Thorpe. Vince Chambers, 13-6 over Jay Johnson. And Efren Batare still on the hill, 14-11 over Marcus Allman. We are live from the break room in Duluth, Minnesota. If you live in Minnesota and you're close here, you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't come down here. Dan and Tom Witzman do a great job here. They have food available. The place is clean. There's lots of fans here. So when I hear people talk about pool's not dead, that pool is dead, I call them crazy. This place is packed. They're enjoying some quality pool, and, we're having a good time. So if you're in the area, come on down. You're welcome, Billy. My man, for sure, Dan. That's awesome, Don. I know bar box is a specialty. I mean, I had a buddy, he used to run around with Dave Matlock, and he talked about that guy running 20s on a bar box. No doubt. Hey, Dave, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. John scratched at inopportune times, and look at that. The only thing that's saving him, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7. So since John turned the table over, then Sky has choice, and Sky's not going to hesitate. So it looks like he's going to shoot the 2, bump the 8 to get the 7 free. Let's see. Klatt score, Mark Adams, is 11-10. Klatt over Thorpe. Here we go. He has to spear one in the side. Yeah, John. That's right, NJ Poole. All right, he has to shoot to 7 here. Now, the question is, if you do shoot to 7, do you use the 8 as a blocker to keep you in place for the 5? So Jason Klatt is breaking. So I know that moves him ahead. There you go. That's right. Use the 8 for a blocker, and now he's off to the races. So the scores are Tyler Steyer's on the hill, 14-8. James Aranis is up 12-7. Jason Klatt, at least for now, the score is 12-10, Jason Klatt. And he just moved his bead, so that's 13-10. I can't tell. I don't want to say. So the board says 12-10. Vince Chambers up 13-6, and Efren still on a hill. Yes, I will be at the Junior Nationals, Brian. Appreciate you. You're welcome, Mark. Sky Woodward. He wants to make sure he gets on the correct side of that 3 ball. He doesn't like it. Last time he did it, he caught the point, and he's looking at that 13. He doesn't want it to impede his progress here. Eric Last Word Roberts. Yes, Bill Denham. Corey is still in. He defeated Dennis Hatch. Thank you, Jimmy. Here you go. Bounce straight up. ABC ya. To the hill, my young man. And there you go. Sky Woodward on the hill with the dollar bill, y'all. That sponsorship works. That's how we do it. One hand washes the other, y'all. Look at this cluster. And now, who wants this table? Oh, man. I don't know what you're going to shoot here. So Efren is on the hill 14-12 against Marcos Allman. Tyler's on the hill against Omar Al-Shaheen 14-10. Aranis is up 12-8 over Scott Tolson. Clap up 12-10. So that clapping back there is probably for Efren, I'm going to think. We'll find out. That's right. I'm with you. The juniors from QC, elaborate. No, that was so Tyler Steyer defeats Omar Al-Shaheen. Look at that breakout, and he missed it. Yes, Sean Aranis is still in winners. He's up 12-10 over Billy Thorpe right now. No, sorry, not Billy Thorpe. They moved it. 12-8 over Scott Tolson. 12-8. Yeah, they do a great job here at the break room. They, there's relatively, no real slow play. People are just getting up and, playing pool. There is some, some high stakes here, so people are going to want to make sure they play their best game. Jackie Tucker, realistically, the stream is by the next best match that's available, but of course we will get the king of pool on the stream table. I just don't know when, so I don't want to speak out of turn. You're right, Glenn AC. This rack is convoluted, but Sky seems like he might be the key master here. And he stuck himself. So now we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. He's looking to see. I don't think that ball passes the 1. He's gonna cut this ball, run right into the 4, and cut the 9 right past the 7, freeing the 15. He doesn't like it, but that's what he has. Here we go. Shot of the match. He's hoping that the 15 shapes up too. He's gonna hit this ball in the face and hope the 15 don't get stuck on the 2 or the cue ball gets jammed up. And without fouling. You're welcome, Jackie. Terrence Lee, the app is on Pool Center and it's on Facebook. So you go to Pool Center. I know it's on Android and Google, Android and iPhone, and it's a Facebook page called Pool Scene. Of course, Manny, I will check. I will check, my brother. What a shot by Sky. He knocked the paint off that ball. Manny Lugo, yes. I have received that, my brother. Thank you very much. You're good, buddy. DD, yes, he did. I think he might have been the third blind, if I'm not sure. No, you know what? It was yes, it was. He was in the blind. Okay, Sky looking to close it out. You know, shoots his 15. Good shape on the 10. This is it. James Aron is 12-8 over Scott Tolson. Jason Klatt 13-10 over Billy Thorpe. Vince Chambers on the hill 14-6 over Jay Johnson. Efren Reyes on the hill 14-12 over Marcus Allman. Making moves. And here we go. Sky just has to stay out of the way of the 5 ball, and you can close escrow here, folks. How do you hit it? How do you hit it? Remote control, y'all. Nice. Sky Woodward takes it down. That was beautiful. What an out. What an out there by Mr. Sky Woodward. So I'm going to head down and handle some business to see what we got next coming up. You did, Joseph. That was pretty good.